Hello guys, here's our quiz for geometry for today. Alright, let's get right into it. Whoa. Let me fix this. Oops. Got that all twisted. There, I got it straightened up. Okay. Alright. We want to find the values of x and y. It's really helpful to pay close attention to these letters. These will help you a ton. So for x, it's angle R. It's 8x minus 27. So you're going to set it up as 8x minus 27 equals. Now who does R correspond with? R is the first point. Okay. So he is going to correspond with T. But we don't know what T is yet. So let me help you out here. We know W is 90. W is the middle, so that means U is 90. And once we know 2 of the 3, subtract these from 180. Okay? And what you're left with, this number here, that will be T. And that's what you want to put this equal to solve for x. Now to solve for y, he is VT. Alright, so VT is the first and third point, so that's going to correspond with RS. Alright, and RS is 25. So you're going to take the 3y plus 7 and set it equal to 25. So solve each of those for the letters. Number 2, we've got a proof here. Okay. Mr. Hughes has filled some of this in. You're going to drag and drop all the information up here, down here. I do want to give you a little hint. These items that I'm marking are items, these 3 are going to be going in these boxes here, the statements. Make sure you look at your given information, okay, because 1 and 3 are both given, and this one's a reflexive property. So you got 3 choices to drag and drop here, and then the other 2, which is this one and this one, who goes here and who goes here. Alright, that's for that proof there. Okay, in this section, we're going to do distance equals, all under the radical, x2 minus x1, you square that, plus y2 minus y1, and square. Now, I'm going to do JL here for you. You only need to do FG, GH, and FH, those 3. Do not worry about these 2. And I'm doing this as an example. Okay, so here's how it would go. I'm doing JL, so I need points J and L. So just remember that's your x1, y1, x2, and y2. So I need x2, which is all under the radical. I need negative 8 minus x1, which is 0, squared, plus y2, which is negative 2, minus negative 5, squared. So under the radical, I'm going to have negative 8 squared plus 3 squared, which is going to end up giving me, I'm going to have to move it over here, 64 plus 9, which would equal radical 73. And just leave it as a radical like that. So I would write radical 73 for that one. Okay, so that's what you're doing on those three that I'm asking you to do there. Number 4, right down below, we're wanting to know which of the big 5, if any, could you use to prove that these two triangles are congruent. All right, now one thing I want you to recall here is when I draw on the picture, so you have an angle, a side, and a side. But then also we have two lines that cross. They're not showing you this, but I'm going to write it in. So it's going to give you another angle and another angle. So can we use any of the big 5 down there? If not, choose not congruent. But it's only one. Number 5 and 6 are just like what we did on number 4. All right, so we're going to choose, which of the big 5 could it be? So I'm going to zoom in here. And remember, anytime you see a shape that's sharing a side, well, that's a reflexive property. So you got a side, and a side, a side, and a side. Which one would that be? Pretty easy, if I must say. Same thing on number 6. Okay, big key right here. Nothing I'm going to draw in here, but I'm going to point out that 90-degree angle. And we talked very heavily. I said if you see a 90-degree angle, you should see sirens and whistles going off. Which one of these would it be? All right, number 7, we're doing another proof. Here, Mr. Houston's giving you all the reasons, so you got to use the statements. Okay, you're going to drag and drop all of these down here. Remember, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. First, do your givens. There are 2 different givens here. All right, so that's going to be these 2. And then remember, the prove is always going to be the last one. So that only leaves you with 2, number 3 and 4, that you've got unaccounted for, okay? Number 3 says alternate interior angles, and number 4 is reflexive property, okay? So you got all your choices up here, okay, for the drag and drop. Hopefully you should do well on this. All right, on this one, Mr. Houston gave you all the statements. You just need to give the reasons. So again, make sure you read the givens first, okay? And you got given 1, given 2, given 3, then hypotenuse leg and definition of midpoint. So make sure you look at the given, okay? Like this is a portion of a given. This is a portion of the given, and this. So there's all 3 of them. And then remember the prove. He's at the end. It's always going to be one of the big 5. So you just need to really figure out a couple of them. Okay, number 9, same thing. Okay, I am going to kind of mark for you which ones are your statements, which would be here, here, and here. This is a reason, and a reason. Okay, which all the reasons go down there. All right. Make sure you look at your given information first. And pay close attention to what Mr. Houston's already marked. This one, you are going to use the CP-CTC. Okay, that is going to be used. And the last one, number 10. Again, we're going to use the CP-CTC again on this one. I'm going to mark the ones that are statements, those three. This would be a reason. This is a reason. It's one of the big five. And this is a reason. So drag and drop those to the appropriate place. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. All right. Have a great rest of your day.